Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Critically Average Adventures. And welcome to Beyond the Witchlight. This is a D&D 5e campaign I'm playing with my friends. And these fine examples of plucky adventurers are my friends. Now, when we last left our cavalcade of explorers and visitors to the Witchlight Carnival, they had got inside with free tickets from who knows where, and we find inside for now them, after wrecking and stealing a snail from the snail racing, landing towards the area of the area known as the Bubble Pop Teapot. And everyone was proceeding there. But we begin our game today with our mysterious new guest to the party. Lokyri. Lokyri, you have entered the Witchlight Carnival. You also have a trinket from last time you were here. Please roll a D100.
I'm not prepared for this. I need to find my character sheet.
Oh, come on.
Come
on.
I'm sorry. Wait. Phone. Work. L. There he is.
I love your ears, Uria. They're amazing.
Thank you.
A D100.
Yes, please.
Believe it or not, I bought them like yesterday because I was in the convention in the south of
26.
France. And they were buying,
Roll again.
they were selling them.
Okay.
They were
It's
quite
fine,
cheap.
yeah, 'cause I like
24. You say roll again.
Oh no. You have a sprite's skull in your pocket,
Oh, damn, okay.
covered in inky fingerprints.
Lovely.
Also, we need to establish why you've returned. Everyone else has come for the fun, but also remembers that they lost something when they were here when they were young. And you, Lokyri, too, have lost something. Please roll a d8.
Just make a note of my sprite skull covered in inky
We're
footprints.
just going to get these bits done.
D8. Okay, rolling. Rolling. Very laggily rolling.
Laggily.
DOS.
Laggily.
Oh.
I should have rolled my phone from now on.
You remember such joy, and you feel joy again being here, which is tough for you because ever since you were here when you were young, you just couldn't smile anymore. Never would a smile cross your cheeks. You felt the joy, but you could not express it. You could not show it upon your face.
So, I've not smiled since I left the carnival.
You haven't smiled.
On brand, yeah?
Yeah. And neither's Nana. Nana has the same loss as you, so little grumpy Nana food. Stomping around, come on, big un, let's go. And all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Okay. And can you describe we know how you got in, or I know how you got in.
Yep.
Can you tell us what you've been doing while you're wandering around? What have you been looking for, please?
So, I've just been for the time that I've been there. I kind of just started to walk around the carnival and kind of get my bearings and figure out where everything is. And then I heard that there was some commotion over by the snail racing. So I kind of observed the few snail races.
Could you make me a perception check?
Oh shit! Yes, I can. Huh. That is a grand total of a 7.
You see, not the thing
cool.
that I'm trying to make you see. No, you watch a couple of rather entertaining snail races, but you do notice that even this is not hard to notice that part of the stand is in disarray. Like there has been a splitting, a parting of the benches that run up the side, the sort of angled amphitheatre out the side, and there seems to be a large amount of mopping being done, cleaning up snail trail residue. Would you like to do anything in this space?
What do I have? I can't remember. It's been a while since I played him. How kind of big is the stand?
The stand is enough to. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say it's probably about 10 to 15 tiers on one side.
Okay. So, what I would like to do is, as I'm kind of near the stand, and I see that they're kind of mopping up.
Yeah.
As soon as they finish, like whoever's mopping up, as soon as they kind of finish a section or like a little area and move on to the next, I would like to like kind of just as they're about to move on to the next section, I would like to use minor illusion to make the stands look dirty again.
Okay. Bastard.
But like a small patch.
Yeah, so kind of
minor illusion can only create it in a certain size.
5 foot square.
Okay, so you make 5 feet of this space look
Yeah,
grim and then slimy again.
Yeah, and
see...
kind of just like back and forth between, like they clean one, the bit that they've just done gets dirty. They clean that, the one before gets dirty again.
Okay. And are you doing it? As you're doing this, there's suddenly a wet tap on your shoulder.
Oh. Very slowly, kind of grimace at this tapping on my shoulder, and I'll slowly turn around.
You see like a bowler hat attached to like an amorphous jelly beneath, and he says, "Hey, you! What's the idea here? What you keep doing that for? My boys are trying to clean this up, and all this mess is happening all the time, and you keep doing that. You keep pointing here, and there's another little snail bit, and there's another bit like this. I mean, this is just... I mean, what are you trying to pull here? You're ruining the fun. You're ruining the day. This is supposed to be a nice day for everybody. What's your problem?"
No, I do beg your pardon, good sir. I'm just trying to amuse myself. I do apologise.
What, do you think you're some kind of magician?
Clearly.
You want to be going do magic tricks? Maybe you should show off to our witch and light. When they have the show later on, see if you're going to impress them. Maybe you'll be crowned.
No, hang on, just a moment.
Do we hear that?
No, you're at the bubble pot. You're walking around to the bubble pot at this point.
Magic tricks. Let's just rewind a little bit. Magic tricks. What kind of? What do you mean by magic tricks?
Well, you're doing some magic there. You're doing some
Yes.
show. You're entertaining.
Yes, but it's not a trick.
But you're only entertaining yourself. Why don't you share your wonderful talents with the rest of the world, with the rest of the festival? Everyone will be there.
But that would mean that I actually had to, care what other people think.
Well, sure.
I really don't see the issue here. I don't see what you're not getting.
Well,
This magic is for me. This magic is not for you. It's not for your entertainment. It is for my entertainment.
wait,
If
you,
you'd kindly,
you like
zip,
your
zip.
magic. I get it. You don't really care about no one else. Well, how about I told you something a little... Maybe I could tell you something. What's it worth?
What are you wanting to tell me?
What I'm wanting to tell you is something that... Well... A magic user such as yourself might really enjoy. But...
How's about this? You tell me, and I won't gut you like a fish.
I ain't got no guts, I'm a jelly.
Okay. You tell me, and I won't burn you. How does that sound?
Intimidation, please.
I've just... Oh my god, this phone is so slow. Well, intimidate what there? Intimidation. That would be a 6.
He goes, "Burn me? You gotta be kidding. How about I don't tell you, and you leave my boys alone?" And the character turns, goes back to directing the next people to ride on the snails.
Just gonna just like audibly roll my eyes, kind of let an incredible sigh, and just.
If you're breathing that heavy, you might want to go see the doctor.
Oh, shut up, would you?
Back over at the bubble pot teapot, we have Strelok inside, and we have the rest of the party moving their way around. I think we were going the bottom, like anti-clockwise round that circle. In my head, that's what we were going. Is that correct, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So you're walking past a couple of stalls and interesting things as you go, and there are carnival folk all about doing various little tricks and little things just keep happening as you walk around, and there's little kids like really, really happy running around, jumping and leaping, and there is a... let me roll. There's a table for this of events. Look at this little table. Out of underneath one of the tents, sort of a procession of gnomes, followed by other people behind, crawling out after the gnomes, who are quite small in stature. The gnomes have accordions, and they begin to sort of play a jaunty tune, and everyone starts dancing round and dancing in a circle. Would anybody like to join the jig?
Not really. I would just like clapping and everything, be happy, and
Yeah.
try to get into the bubble pop teapot.
Yeah, okay.
Cramlin dance.
Cramlin is dancing. Cramlin's getting down. I love it. Can we have a performance check from Cramlin to see how well Cramlin's getting down?
Throwing shapes.
Throwing bird shapes.
Oh, that's a 3.
Cramlin, you're dancing, but you trip one of the other dancers. And the child falls
Domino
on its
effect.
face. The child falls over and cries.
Tears. Cramlin shakes the child.
Oh no!
Cramlin not want tears. Fun carnival. Laughing.
The kid just stares at you like it freezes at this disjointed manner of speech. He goes, "Mummy, this chicken talks funny."
It's not a chicken.
Cramlin opens his beak and goes, eh.
It's got a really funny tongue, Mum. And then the kid's like happy and wiggles out your arms and gets down. Do you proceed on, guys? Are you walking around to the teapot now?
Yes.
the music kind of carries on behind, and you hear this kind of always blending sound, but overriding it all in the it's kind of wheeled around the place, but there is a mobile pipe organ, the calliope, I think he's pronounced, and that is like a mobile machine with pipes and pistons that goes boop, 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 playing the music. But every time you hear it, any music coming from anywhere else, it seems magically entwined with this one kind of controlling melody that sweeps through the carnival. Wherever you are, you can just hear it in the background, always playing, always giving that sense of frivolity and lithe entertainment and upbeat, just festival spirit. As you move round to the bubble teapot, you see Strelok and...
I'd like to think by the time they've got there, Strelok is already a mounted snail flying through the air in a bubble.
Okay, at that point, you walk into the grounds, and out of the top of a teapot, a giant bubble forms, and inside of it, there is Strelok, and there is the snail, which was called, I think, Wizzy?
Wizzy. It was
the
Wizzy.
Snail. And inside this orange snail and Strelok riding a snail through the sky. Are you sat on?
I'm sat on the snail.
Of course you are. Sat on the snail, off into the sky, and you're looking down upon the...
Rosie, look at me.
Strelok, we just got you down from the air. Now
I'm flying.
Wait for me! And she just ran for the bubble. Wait for me! Wait for me!
come on, Nana. I suppose we better make sure that they're okay.
Like Nana, Vivian and Rosalind are the babysitters, the parents, while the kids are running around the carnival.
He's already on it now, Rosalind. Might as well let him have his fun. You don't want to burst his bubble.
Just land on somebody.
I guess. Well,
We burst bubble.
no, Cramlin. Let's not. We don't want any more falling from the sky shenanigans.
Don't want to burst bubble.
No. Perhaps we try and follow the bubble and see where Strelok lands.
Strelok, can you make me a dex? Straight up dex, please. Oh no, acrobatics, sorry. Acrobatics, sorry.
Is this a check or is this a saving
A
throw?
check, a check, please. A check.
Just a straight up dex. Okay.
No, acrobatics, sorry.
Oh, it's the same modifier.
Okay, sorry.
So what happens? Come on. I'll just...
Super leg. Thank you, D&D Beyond.
18.
18.
Yep.
You find that if you reach out with your hands...
Okay, so I pressed the button on my app, but then it also rolled at the same time on the computer. I got a natural 20 on the computer, but I got an 18 on the app. So I'll let you decide which one.
It's over the target. So we'll go with. You're not going to have the super whatever, but I think we're just over. So when you reach your arms out, you can sort of push on the edge of this bubble, and it gives you a semblance of control over it.
Uh-oh.
Am I in the bubble right now?
Are you trying to get on? Or
Yeah,
You'd like to ride a bubble?
absolutely.
Okay, as you approach, you see a group of goblins sat round drinking tea at a little table. And
Oh.
there is one goblin there, and he gestures to a sign that's on the table, and it says, "The word you intend to say, try saying it a different way."
What?
The word you
Oh,
are
they're training
trying
them.
to say, try saying it a different way. And then this goblin approaches you and says, "You want to have a go on the old toilet trouble? Just pops right at the stop of that gnarly knot."
I don't get it. I want to go in the bubble.
It only takes one bramble thicket to have a ride on the old toilet troubles.
I don't get
Okay. One stamp on your ticket, please mark it. It is 8 stamps, remember, on your ticket. Aurea, you are up in a bubble. Please make me that dex check to see if you can control it.
Dexterity. Oh, I don't have
Acrobatics, sorry. It's acrobatics. Sorry, I keep saying dexterity because
It's the same, so...
All right.
Come on, Beyond.
We got
That's
a
a
laggy beyond.
13.
13, you're over it. So yeah, you find the ability that when you rock yourself a certain way, you can have a semblance of control over it. You're floating above the carnival Stralock, and you see Stralock slightly ahead of you, Aurea.
She's going to push gently, bits by bits, like...
Yeah.
And trying to reach to him, just being gentle with the bubble. And looking around, like, waving at people and everything.
Yeah, there's little smiling faces looking up you from the ground, waving up to you. Attendees and performers alike.
While Lokyri is too busy looking at the ground and the people below, Stralock's going to turn his bubble around and ram into her bubble like a bumper car.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
Let's have, I guess, I
How
think
high are these bubbles up, Pete?
they are. Let me tell you, I have the thing. They are.
High enough, I think,
Yeah,
is the answer.
Oh no.
It can fly over the big top, so it's high. You're 30, 40 feet, I think. No, probably about 50 feet, maybe, above the ground.
Okay.
Floating above.
Yeah, Stralock just rams his bubble into
Let's
like
have
a
a
gun.
contested, then, acrobatics.
So acro for me, right?
Both of you, yeah.
I tried to do it while she wasn't looking, so I don't know whether that counts. I got a 6.
11.
Okay. You have a choice here, Uya. The bubbles push together. You suddenly catch Stralock at the side of your eye. Now, the bubbles push. You have control here. Do you want to push back? Or do you want to move out of the way?
I'm gonna look at Stralock first and like, oh, you want war, my little buddy.
I imagine
You're
there's like
gonna
a-
have war.
Big grin on Stralock's face. Like, like,
Yeah, but
Basically.
she's taking the serious voice here.
okay.
You're gonna have a big
He's
bad
astride
time.
his snail. He's having a great time.
You want this? Okay. And push.
The bubbles merge. You're now in a giant bubble. A huge
And
bubble.
I'm going to jump on it.
So there is now a Stralock and Aurea on a giant snail riding through the skies above the festival.
And I'm going to try to tickle you.
A sleight of hand versus Constitution.
Okay. Never had a tickle fight in D&D before, but okay.
I didn't know how to make a tickle roll, but I guess
Constitution saving throw or Constitution check?
Oh, it's a saving throw, isn't it?
Saving throw. Okay.
Versus whatever Aurea gets on her sleight of hand.
I got a 16.
I got a 21.
Oh, you're not ticklish. She doesn't get the right spot, Stralock. There's just a kind of half kobold, half tiefling, like scratching at you slightly.
I just feel like I'm just like holding their head and
Oh, yeah,
just
like-
like trying to reach.
On the ground, could Cramlin, Rosalind, Lokyri and Vivian all make a perception check, please?
$11.
11,
20.
20.
7. Nat 20 or no?
No.
Oh,
A dirty 20.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
I got 7. I'm too distracted by the shenanigans.
Oh yeah, Nana needs to go, doesn't she? Nana, what are you getting? Oh, Nana. And what did you get, Lokyri, sorry?
11.
11 and Vivian?
7.
7? Oh dear. Okay, so Cramlin, Nana suddenly grabs your hand as you both kind of feel something like the earth is quaking beneath your feet. You feel that rumble beneath your bare kenku toes in the grass, and you feel that rumble beneath the ground. And then Nana, maybe because of her short stature and close vicinity to ground, kind of you look at each other at that same moment with a kind of, you can feel that but through the ground.
Cramlin goes, shaky steps, and then looks around at seeing if there's any source for this thumping.
You can also, as you start hearing more closely, and Nana says to you, "What on earth is that, Cramlin?" Can you make a quick history roll for me, Cramlin?
Ooh, 22.
Oh, you know what's happening. You know what time it is.
Loxodon gymnasts.
No, it's a person that you know and love. It's your friend Northwind.
Who's Northwind?
Your friend Northwind is a rather laid-back, relaxed, treenant slapling so that's basically a tree person. Normally, he's in charge of the dragonfly rides. But also you know that that Northwind is actually very friendly to you. He likes you a lot, Cramlin.
Like some people.
Has Cramlin seen him yet?
Not yet, no. You think this is somewhere round the other side of this shape, this circle. But you know normally what happens about this time is there's a gift giving. When the festival opens in the first hour, there is a gift giving. And he is normally the gift giver.
Cramlin reaches down to Nana and shakes Nana and goes, "Prize time! Gift is!" And then
Prizes.
runs in the direction.
Okay. Rosalind, this bird's saying something about prizes.
But
Vivian.
Estrella and Aurea, are they going in the direction that Cramlin is running?
Which direction are you going, Uria? You have control on this vehicular bubble.
I mean, I'm still trying
She's
to tickle
still-
Stralok, so I'm not saying anything right now.
The thing is out of control. Vivian, where are you going?
I'll tell Rosalind that she can go. I'll take care of them and all that stuff.
Okay, so you're babysitting.
I'm
Are they just-
babysitting while she goes to do. While she goes. Well, I don't. They haven't told me. I just know that she wants to go somewhere, and I think. And they're like, okay, you can go. I'll watch them.
Are they Estrella and Aurea just like hovering in sort of place rather than going in a
Yeah,
particular direction?
You can
Right.
see what's going on. There's some sort of altercation going upon the back of a snail. Basically, you can see the underside of a snail suspended in a bubble, and you can just see like Strala going like that, and then you can see like scrabbling from Uria.
like a weird sex table.
Sorry.
Oh no!
Sorry, what?
Oh no.
Don't repeat that.
Cramlin will repeat that. Sex table.
Cramlin turns to everyone.
Sex
Prize
table.
time.
Yala, that is
As long
more
as I can
sexual.
see
Not Huria.
as long as I can sort of see the bubble, I'm gonna head to where Nana and Cramlin run off, and Nana is. I have a feeling that we're going to end up in two separate parties at some point.
Yeah.
I'm resigning myself to that.
Yeah, this is. I just like to make hell for myself. And so, yeah, you as you leave Lokyri from the snail racing after being sort of, you've had your fun. They've noticed that it's no longer fun when they know the trick, if you know what I mean. You walk out and you are nearly stepped upon by a giant tree. You manage to like sort of dodge out the way as this giant tree with a huge green poofy round set of leaves atop it stomps along the path, and it's laughing. It's draped with garlands and flowers, and in between its branches runs a little red squirrel up and down its branches, and it's looking at people and chittering as it goes by. It's laughing and it's throwing out things from its branches.
It'd be funny if one of the things would actually land on the bubble and just burst it.
And as it walks, Northwind is you don't know its name, Northwind, but this treeling is shouting out, it's like, try and catch one, like seriously, like try and catch one. It's like totally worth it. Like, hey, like, yeah, you are you in lion form at the moment? Sorry.
No, I'm in human form.
Hey, you. Hey, little human there, try and catch one of these, like, go for it. Come close, like, Red's got, like, stuff for you, like...
Firstly, human, try God. Secondly,
gods!
Wow.
I know.
What are you throwing?
You see, that the little squirrel, tries to reach down, and passes you a dandelion seed, like, you know, the and he says, "Oh, dude, just make a little wish."
Oh, okay.
I just need to feel like Burning Man.
I'm gonna kind of like reach up, grab this seed, kind of close my eyes for like a second.
Okay. You need to tell me what that is later.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, okay, yes, fine. Yeah, we'll do.
Okay. He's like, and then try and catch one of these. And he's pointing up, and as he walks, like, from the leaves are dropping, like, sycamore seeds, and they're doing the...
Okay, yeah, I'll try and catch one of those.
Please, make me a... straight up dex, please.
Straight up dicks.
I would have thought sleight of hand.
Please don't be shit. Come on, there we go. Oh, dirty 20.
And then roll me a d8.
Oh boy.
1.
Okay. And as you this creature proceeds round, you kind of get wrapped up in this kind of little cavalcade that is kind of moving round the anti-clockwise round and running down towards you. You see characters you recognise, people you recognise. You see a halfling with scraggy grey hair, and you see Rosalind, who you've met before, charging towards you, following an excitable Kenku running towards Northwind.
Okay. So as I kind of see the people that I know,
Yeah.
I don't know them very in a good way.
No,
if I
your
remember rightly.
meeting was not pleasant.
No, I'm gonna kind of alter my face very subtly,
Yeah.
kind of just a completely different face, and just kind of shorten my long black hair, just so that I'm not as recognizable. Like if they recognize me, they recognize me, and I'll deal with that as and when it happens. But
Okay. So
Yeah,
you
for
look
now, I'm just going to-
completely different right now.
yeah,
On
I don't
site,
look.
just saying.
Hmm?
On site.
Out of sight.
Not out of sight, on site. I'm fucking.
On side.
I'm
Oh, okay.
fucking
Yeah. Yeah. So you're charging towards the tree. Does any and then there's Northwind is like, yo, Cramlin, and as he shakes his great big hands, there's sycamore seeds flying everywhere. Does anybody who's running towards want to try and grab a sycamore seed?
Cramlin goes in and gives Northwind a big hug on the leg.
Who's like, Cramlin, you mad bird? Oh, dude, it's so good to see you. Oh, who are these guys? Oh, who is this little lady? Oh, she
Friend.
doesn't look like she smiled in 100 years.
Wrinkly friend.
Oh, yeah, man, wrinkly. Wrinkly and radical, though. Totally hot. And this
Totally.
one?
Yes.
Yeah, Cramlin, love it. Man of few words, this guy. So he's addressing Rosalind and Nana. He's like, man of few words, but let me tell you, a bird of few words. But what he
Right, a few
says,
words.
what he says is whoa, so oh my god, have you actually spoken to this guy? So deep, man. He
Can I do
doesn't-
an insight check to see if this guy is fully high?
Yeah, you can.
What,
What
What
is
do you
this
want?
man? What is this guy under the influence of?
yeah, what kind of, I'm not very good at insight, but let's see what happens. Oh, actually, it's pretty good. 16.
He-
In the whole bubble, can we see it?
Not if you're still fighting, no.
I
So,
would have some by the time.
Rosalind, you don't get the feeling that this guy is in any way under any influence right now, and he genuinely believes Cramlin is a ledge.
Okay.
But a few words.
Yeah.
Cramlin. Northwind. Friend. Leg.
Hello.
Presents and gifts.
Oh, presents and gifts. That's lovely. Hi, Northwind. Nice to meet you.
Oh,
Is it
going-
always
and you
so-
are
Rosalind?
Rosalind. Oh, here, have some. And he shakes his branches. Can you make me it's a dex, please?
Straight up there.
Straight up dex, apparently.
I'm going to push the bubble towards the tree with maybe the help of Thrall,
Okay.
pushing it's a funny tree. Look, it looks.
I got a 7.
You don't catch any. They slip through your fingers and drop to the ground. Cramlin, are you having a go at grabbing?
Yes, Cramlin will try and grab.
Please,
Yeah,
straight
open
up a
your mouth.
dex, then.
Yeah,
please.
Cramlin opens his big beak
Oh, on the tongue.
on the tongue.
Ah.
Oh no. He got. Oh no. That's a 7. 13.
No,
That's
no,
all
no,
one.
you need a dex save. You
Oh
don't.
crap! I
you
didn't
need
use
to do a dex.
Straight up dex
Check.
check, please.
So you click here.
Oh, I clicked in the wrong place.
That's okay. It's fine.
Cramlin. 8.
8. No. Your mouth opens, but your eyes close as your mouth opens. It seems involuntary. like, and that you don't catch any. But then chittering along the branches to each of you, there's a little red squirrel, and you know, Cramlin, that this is Red. And Red's got like a great big dandelion in one hand, and then it's like plucking him off, handing one to Rosalind.
Thank you.
He goes,
Yes.
and then hands one to Cramlin.
Cramlin does an elaborate bow.
The squirrel like just holds its arms up.
You need to
Nods.
describe it.
Like really deep, a proper bow.
Like folded in half, kind of.
Like a folded in half full bow. Like
Yeah.
if a human did it.
The squirrel just holds out its arms like king of the world, like, and then hands you
We
a
praise
seed.
Red.
Rosalind will do a little curtsy.
More.
More of a curtsy.
Cramlin nudges Nana as well.
She's so low to the ground that her head touches the earth. When she bows, her little legs, she just like folds in half, like one of those pecking birds with the water thing, like dunk, dunk, like just straight down.
Cramlin looks back over at Rosalind and says, "Penance is given. Raise your head."
Okay.
Each of you has a seed, and then Northwind says like, "Come on, Cramlin, you know the score. Tell him. You gotta like make a wish."
Make the wishes. All the time. Get wishes. Blessed wishes.
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 By blowing it?
Close eyes.
Yes.
Wish hard. Wish for things that were lost or found. Friends. Enemies.
I wish. Do it quiet or out loud?
In your head.
Quietly in the head.
It's at this point that when each of you opened your eyes, the ones that can wish, Cramlin, Rosalind, Nana, please write these down and keep them with you, and tell me in private later, because they will matter later on in the game. As you open your eyes, you see floating down from the sky the kind of gradually vanishing bubble. Oria, you have steered the bubble in such a way that it is above this treenant, and you gradually feel yourself losing altitude. You are coming down above the treenant onto the top of it with a giant snail and a stralock.
And she's going to scream to warn us, the tree guy, and like, "Hey, down there! Look up! You have friends coming out!"
Oh, hold on, cop dice. It seems that Northwind is too involved in like giving out stuff, but there is a chittering all of a sudden, and out the top of the branches pokes a little beady-eyed red head. Then it vanishes back inside, and then you guys at ground level see like what approximates this treenant's ear is chittered in by the red squirrel, and he goes, "Oh, not again!" And just like he steps back like 2 paces, and in between you and the treenant lands this stralock, giant snail, and Uria. No bubble. Lokyri, you see all this
Uria.
going on from a distance. Like, this looks a very strange.
Yeah, Uri is laughing, and she's going to get down of the snail and like going to hug the tree, like, "You're funny. You're so
funny,
cool, mister."
He's like, I seen a lot of people around here, but I ain't seen no one that looks like you.
Thank you. You're
Stralock
so cool. What's your
looks very
name?
concerned that the tree is talking.
He says to Uri, it's like, if you've got like a different look and like if you've got like any kind of talent and stuff, like the guys that run this place are like really sound, and they like at the end of the halftime show is like they'll like let you perform.
Oh, that sounds so cool. Do you perform?
Oh no, not me. That's normally when I have like my break. I got stuff to do on my break, and as much as a
But
tree
you're
can look
funny.
shifty, it looks shifty. But
I'm
normally
enjoying my
you can
break.
find me like I'm like I do like the dragonfly rides. Like you can come and have a go. It's only like one ticket, like one punch is all.
Oh, pun!
Yay! We're going to the dragonfly. I want to stay with you.
It takes me a
You're
little while to
funny.
get round. I've got a busy schedule. Like, I gotta walk round the whole place, and I gotta shake these things everywhere. And Red, he's a good guy, but like, he's a bit of a slave driver. I mean, like, he's okay, but Red, you know I didn't mean it. The squirrel's chittering at him. He's like, Red, you know how. Look, like
It's a squirrel. You're so cute. Can I hug you? You're so
Red.
cute.
Red doesn't do hugs on first
Oh,
meetings.
can I do
sorry.
pets? I can do pets. I can do gentle pets. Little pets on the head.
There's a branch lowered, and there's a squirrel that kind of looks a little bit glaring, and then kind of goes and nudges under a little bit of the hand. He's like, you should come check it out later. I'll be back, and I'll open up the gates to the dragonfly bit in a bit. But like, for now, like, yeah, just enjoy yourselves, guys. It'll be like awesome to see you later. But like, yeah, let's chill. And
Yay!
off stomps this tree and like again going catch him, and vanishes off into the festival crowd.
We
Does
just met
he,
the
like-
BBEG.
Does he spread the dandelion thing?
Oh yeah, you
While healing?
would be handed like each of you
Oh.
would be offered a dandelion thing from hold on, which one is dandelion
Red?
thing? From Red, yeah.
Ooh.
So the dandelion.
What do we do with this, Cramlin?
Make wish.
Oh.
Cramlin show you. Cramlin
Okay.
follows again.
Yeah,
It doesn't have
Strelok,
anything in it.
as the tree walks past you, as you're looking very peculiarly at the talking tree, it lowers a branch down to you and goes like, "Hey, Red's got one for you too, big guy." And there's a squirrel that hands you a dandelion seed. Make a wish, dude.
Ooh.
Just blow on it. Shut your eyes. Make a wish in your brain. Okay.
You have to allergies.
Yeah, anyone that's making a wish, write it down and then
Yeah, I-
later on. Off into the crowd stomps the joyous form of Northwind. What would you like to do now, everybody that is there? So, Lokyri, you are viewing this group of people that you know each of them apart from the Kenku.
I'm going to the Hall of Illusions.
Doesn't know Strelok, and he doesn't know.
Also, I wouldn't
Rosalind.
know Strelok or Rosalind. I only know Nana Foon.
Oh no,
Aurea
no, you know Nana, don't you?
And Vivian.
No, no,
Vivian. Oh, so you only know
Vivian and
Nana
Aurea.
out of that lot, actually. Sorry,
Mm.
my timeline's got a little bit crossed.
No,
there.
Nana, Vivian, and Uria would know.
Oh yeah, so you would know Uria in that scene, and you would know Nana. That's the people you would recognise.
And Vivian.
And Vivian.
But Vivian's round at the bubble pot. Oh, you've proceeded round, I imagine, by now, Vivian. You kind of followed the bubble where it was
Yeah,
going.
The moment they started moving, I just started
Yeah,
following
yeah,
them.
yeah. You're there, and you just suddenly shout out, "I'm going to the Hall of Illusions."
Yep.
Me too. I haven't actually used one of my ticket uses
Okay.
yet. So, Stralok, I don't know whether you. Well, I don't know whether you can fit Wizzy in the Hall of Illusions.
Oh.
Quite a little too big. Maybe Wizzy can stay with his friends and we can pick him up later.
Or I can stay with him. I can wait outside. I already I have a 1 point ahead of you, so I can stay outside and I guard him. Doing
Love.
some pets.
Love how you completely thwarted Rosalind's attempt to try and get the snail away from
What, is anyone
Stralok.
looking for this like rogue snail? Surely. I guess it's not left the ground, so maybe not.
He's still sat on the back of it, like quite happily. He's not gone anywhere.
Yeah, so there's you know the way. You've seen it as you walk past it, the Hall of Illusions. Are each of you proceeding that way? And what about you, Lokyri? What are you doing? You see this lot?
All of illusions.
I mean, yeah, at the moment I don't look like myself or look like they knew me.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna kind of follow them at like a relatively safe distance and be kind of just like a bit kind of what are they up to? What are the chances that we run into these bozos here?
It's a kind of you said bozo.
No,
I'm
Ura is going
sorry.
to stay outside with the
Just waiting for you
snail.
to mess up just once.
Just so you can catch him.
Yeah.
This feels like a Tom and Jerry episode.
Yeah.
I'll get you.
At the end of
There's no him during
Spectacular,
the one
did
tree
Lokyri
shot,
run
but I'm looking in here.
is sorry, I interrupted.
Go
But
on.
Oh, go on.
did at the end of Spectacular did Lokyri run away? Like
No,
No.
Lokyri was
No,
like,
there's still
tied
part
up, banged.
2 to that part 3. I mean, to that one to
No.
the 3 shot.
No, there's
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
There's nothing written.
There was some sort of brokery done to agree to maybe assist Lokyri, or maybe did we get our
Yeah,
stuff
to
back to
find
the
it.
other place? That's quite important, actually. Did we complete our mission with your character, Luke?
No, because there was a cliffhanger, wasn't there? That it was
Yeah, so the part 2.
the item you were after was in a genie safe,
Oh yes,
and
indeed.
and one of the little forest critters ran off into the forest with the key.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So so I think they probably just at that point abandoned the mission and just went, "Well, this isn't working. Let's go on."
It's a safe that requires a wish to open.
How about this? How about the characters that are not present in this game?
Yeah.
Continue.
I'm looking for it.
mission?
Went off after it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would have
Yeah.
been
Tobias
Tobias and Niven.
and Niven.
Yeah. Tobias.
Niven is. I'm confident about Niven.
Strong boys.
Tobias is.
Tobias. Like
Tobias
flip
is
that car.
here. Tobias is here today.
Oh. I
See,
didn't say anything.
We're talking
I
about
didn't say
Tobias.
anything.
They sent the muscle after the key.
Yeah. Me and
Yeah.
Beanie will have to have a special episode with Luke at some point then, I suppose.
Oh, I am so up for crafting a special episode, 2 of you and a bunch of forest critters.
Amazing.
I am so up for that.
Maria would have followed, but yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry,
tangent.
back to this game.
back to this campaign.
As you proceed round, Lokyri, you are in tow. Are you in front, behind?
behind.
Behind. How
Yeah.
much did your dragon weigh?
Oh, that's a good point actually.
It's small, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Tiny.
Cool.
I'm sorry. What? One more time?
What?
How much does your dragon weigh?
Kill him now.
Since when do you have a dragon?
Maybe
Oh, it's probably his familiar.
I don't know. Like it doesn't actually say on my little sheet bob here. bear with me. I will get back to you.
Okay.
Victory blends.
And out comes the jacket.
Could you, Lokyri, while you're looking,
Mhm.
in a minute, make me a wisdom save for me?
Yeah.
In a minute, but then do your dragon thing. Find that out in a minute for me. As you're proceeding round, guys, to the Hall of Illusions, there is a glass cabinet before you get there. So there is like the Hall of Illusions, and then there's a glass cabinet outside of it.
So, about £7
Okay.
and 18.
Okay. Thank you.
It's about the size of a terrier. Hardly a dragon. It's more like a salamander.
Oh, don't diss his dragon. You know he's going to be mad.
I say,
I think kobolds are heavier than that.
Yeah, there's
Hello.
a cabinet, a glass box basically.
Oh, Northwind is gone now, hasn't he?
Yeah, you think he went up to maybe go back and get his dragonfly ride back on the go, you know, that kind of stuff.
I want to try and find out who put us on this list. So we got 3 tickets in.
Yeah, we're on the list.
I'm still concerned about who that is.
Find them, I think.
Yeah, but that Northwind is probably the most friendly staff that we've come across. Them. Maybe we'll find him on his break.
I
And
mean, the only one
You
that
trying to
isn't
say
a goblin.
Cramlin isn't friendly?
Kremlin's friendly, but he knows very little.
Like everyone hates
You
them.
haven't asked him the right questions.
No.
Oh, oh, shit.
that's what someone who knows very little would say.
Yeah, do I know that?
Cramlin, would you make me a perception check quickly?
God, we're really like
12.
No, you just not at the moment. You're just walking towards the Hall of Illusions, following everyone. There is a box outside of it, made of glass, and you kind of see like a mannequin inside the glass box.
Oh, I see. On the right hand side.
Yeah, shall I move in the screen share?
Yeah, I can see it. It's at the top.
Yeah, here.
A mannequin in a glass box.
Sort of like
No, too
Oh, like one of those
Fair
fortune
comment.
teller
Well,
boxes.
Kind
I
of
wish
like
it was
that.
big.
Yeah, you see that as you peer towards it, it's in kind of like a witch's attire, and there's a green flowing robe that comes down from the character itself.
Are there any staff around, or are there instructions?
There's not, but there is. You see 2 halflings that are like holding hands, and they're visitors. They wear the kind of visitor fairy wings, not the ones required by paying guests to wear. And you, as they walk in front of the box, the female one has their back to this cabinet, and as they walk past, and the lights are just looking beautiful, and then the river's rushing behind the trees and the lights and the sounds of the festival, the little guy drops to his knee and pulls out a small box from his pocket.
Oh,
Oh shit! He's
Never do it in
proposing.
public.
And the female looks at
yes.
him and
Says no.
like goes,
Oh,
Can Cramlin see anything shiny in the box?
In
Is she
the
fucking
in the glass box.
She's laughing at his proposal.
Oh yeah, like
Damn.
this creature starts laughing. Hasn't even opened the box yet, Gremlin. Like just kind of about to open it, and they start laughing. But they laugh so much they fall to the ground. They're on their back, rolling with laughter, like absolutely hilariously laughing. And the halfling, he's turns around, he looks at you. His face paint smeared, like running down his face, and he legs it and bombs it into the Hall of Illusions, like runs off inside.
And this
Oh.
person,
And
the
there's a
other person
character on the door, like a kind of monochromatic elf on the door that kind of tries to stop him for a ticket, but then like doesn't even bother as it runs through into the space.
Do we all see this?
Yeah, and after
Can I go
about
after the
1
guy?
minute, this female halfling gets up from the floor. Oh my god! No, I came over me. Oh,
Are you all right?
yeah, like yeah, they're trying to like they stand up and they take a couple of steps towards you away from the cabinet. And they're
Can I
kind
go
of
after the guy?
sorry.
And like, can I go after the other halfling?
You can indeed, yeah. So you're off into the
nice.
Hall of Illusions, are you?
Not me. I'm staying outside
Ow.
with the snail.
Okay.
I'll leave my ticket like in front of the elf.
Yeah.
So I could get it back later.
He's just
So that he could like punch it and all that stuff.
he just goes.
Oh no, it's a mime.
Oh.
And stamps the ticket for you, and you are admitted into the Hall of Illusions.
Nice.
I'm going to go for the lady and be like, "Hey, that wasn't very nice."
I didn't mean it. Oh, he's he's such a good. Oh, excuse me. Oh, he's Reuben is he's such a good he's such a good halfling, but oh, I don't know. I really didn't mean to. I didn't mean to, honestly. Oh, where did he go?
Made
I
him
couldn't even.
sad.
I know he was sad, but I couldn't help it. I honestly don't know what overcame me.
Have you eaten anything strange?
Only what he has. We share everything.
Maybe it was the box. Do you love him?
Oh, I wasn't
Strelok,
looking. I wasn't looking.
Strelok's gonna.
Go on.
Sorry.
Go on,
Go
Luke.
on.
Sorry.
Strelok's gonna just use magic awareness quickly,
Okay.
just to see whether there's any spells or sort of charm or anything like that going on. Any magic going on around her.
You reach out, and
To her.
it's everywhere in this place. You can kind of tell that everything hums with a kind of background radiation of fey mischief and whimsy, but there is a particular kind of feeling you get from the glass box.
Okay. I also learned that the school of magic it belongs
It
to.
is enchantment.
I can maybe, if you feel like you can't stop laughing, I can maybe help you if you'd like.
No, it seems to. Oh, it seems to have gone now. Thank you. Which way did Reuben go? Sorry, I'm being really impolite. My name's Ween Sunpole.
I'm Gloria. I'm a cleric.
Sorry, what was your name again?
Ween.
Ween.
Yeah.
Write that
Ween
down.
Sundapple. Sorry, not Sundapple.
Ween. Hall of Illusions.
Yes, your paramour went into the Hall of Illusions. Were you using this strange box here?
No.
Strelok has his nose pressed up against the glass and taps on it. Dum, dum,
You see Strelok fall to the... Strelok, you feel the uncontrollable urge.
Oh no.
You fall onto the ground. You are prone and incapacitated with laughter.
Ah. Well done, Strelok.
Oh, that's why you were laughing. That's because the funny bugs made you laugh. Now go here, mate.
This lasts for 1 minute. Lokyri, you see these bumbling gang of idiots, like testing things by sending the barbarian in, who has magical awareness. Nana's just like, Rosalind, the kids are getting out of hand.
They certainly are. Well, I mean, Vivian's gone, and we...
Normally, Vivian's the one we can rely on.
Ooh,
Hey!
Fucking mad shit.
Look, you look
No,
after
I'm not
the
there.
snail, Uria, because we ain't taking
Aye,
a snail in the Hall of Illusions. He'll get all. Can you imagine how many cloths we're gonna need if we get snail slime on a mirror?
a lot.
A lot of cloths.
I don't want to hear it.
Can
I don't
I,
wanna hear it,
Remember
I said.
that I can clean it
What's up?
too. I have prestidigitation.
You do have prestidigitation, but you're already in the Hall of Illusions.
Just following the step. Prestidigitation.
Yep.
Prestidigitation.
You're like the cleaning lady, Vivian. Just like
Yeah.
stupid snail.
The only
It's
reason
just
we
following with a
drive is
mop.
to
It's
clean
just
That's it. You're like stupid snail, cleaning snail, cleaning snail. Yeah. So would anybody else like to venture into the Hall of Illusions, and we shall do some stuff in there?
I would, but I'd like to not get close to the glass box, but I kind of want to see if there's any instructions that I can see, like, within, like, I don't know, 15...
Oh, you can. Yes, please do, and then please make me a history check at the same time.
Okay.
Lokyri must be looking at this and be like, what the fuck is going on?
Got an 8.
Kiri is literally stood here like, I got beat by these idiots.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
yeah, you did.
Even when there was a massive level bump.
It was such a demoralizing defeat. You also took a 2-level drop as well.
Yeah, let's have it, Rosalind.
18.
18 on the history. Oh,
Yep.
you lean forwards and you kind of, without getting close, you peer over the giggling form and flailing form of Strelok's arms as he rolls and holds himself in his stomach. And you make out that it says, Tasha the Wizard,
Tasha the Wizard.
known for her hideous laughter.
Um,
And as you look back through your, that triggers something in your head. It triggers 2 things in your mind.
things.
You remember that Tasha
Not a bad joke.
was
I'm not
one
going
of
to say
the
it. I'm gonna call it.
names used by Eaglewith.
Can you... I don't have a notebook. You've got the notebook and you're filling it with silly doodles.
The Witch Queen, a famous archmage. But you also remember the depictions of that, of like the kind of etchings of Tasha / Igglewith, and something springs to you like a story from when you were small about your very birth.
Oh, damn.
That when you were old enough and you were asking the questions like, where did you come from? And there were a lot of blushed faces and explanations of birds, bees, and goblins and gnolls. You you remember that they told you that when you were being born, it was a difficult birth, and that, strangely enough, a woman that nearly matched the description of the depiction of not this character, this Tasha character in the cabinet that you see before you, but there is a likeness, but that the image in the book that you read about Igglewith matches, that you kind of suddenly get that kind of correlation in your head that they could be, that it could be one and the same. They could be the very same person. That this piece of history that you've read, this Tasha here, this Igglewith, the story from your birth, they all tie. The pieces just slot into place.
Interesting.
So as you approach the Hall of Illusions, those who are going inside, those who are not, it's going to be a bit quiet for you guys now for a minute. So who's going in? Vivian's already in. Stralok, your laughter is wearing off.
I'll go in if I can.
And Cramlin and Rosalind. Yes?
Cramlin will go in.
Is Lokyri gonna follow?
Lokyri will go in after he's done a little something outside.
Okay.
Leave my snail alone,
Oh
you.
no, this is going to be for me, isn't it?
You leave my snail alone, you.
As you approach
I am
the tent...
watching it.
Oh, what we'll do is we'll stop here because I didn't realise the time. It's already 9:30, everybody. So should we have a quick break and then we'll come back before we go and do the
sure.
next bit? Because
Yeah.
I want everyone to be nice and refreshed and not feel uncomfortable or anything. Okay.
There's juicy nommy bits of backstory like nom nom nom.
Yum, yum, yum. These drawings that James keeps making in his notebook. It's bizarre,
They're
like
They're
bird.
becoming more and more chicken-like.
I like it. Are the other two glove puppets? The two together look like glove puppets.
James has got this whole thing about the sort of triangle bird. Like,
I can't think of anything but Wallace and Gromit.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah,
bird.
yeah.
Yeah,
The penguin, the
Yeah.
chicken.
The chicken.
Right, I'm gonna go get Sturv. Be back in a minute.
I want to know what Lokyri's going to do to Uria. Come on.
We can't. We're waiting for Vivian. Vivian,
Oh no, where's Diaz gone?
DS. Okay. We'll say that they proceed inside. The ones what is going inside.
I'm gonna disappear back here then.
Could you?
Me? Or
Not
them?
you. No, not
You
you.
said could you, and I was like, what, me or them?
Could
almost
you please, Lokyri,
Why is
make me
on the bed? Get it.
a wisdom save, please?
Yes, let me find my app again. A wisdom save of 11.
Oh. What would you tell me what you're doing?
So I'm going to kind of. Fuck off. I'm going to sneak up behind Aurea and I'm going to cast Suggestion.
Oh boy.
Okay. As you do so, Lokyri. As you do so, Lokyri, you reach up to make the gesture to kind of.
I would like to spend a sorcery point to do Subtle Spell.
Okay, but even before that happens, you go to cast your magical energy, start summoning those things from the depths of the ether as you draw forth that power, and all of a sudden you feel very... Well, you don't feel anything. Uria, could you please make me a perception check?
Oh, sure. Da, 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 da. Dirty 20.
You kind of feel that someone's watching you, and you turn round, and behind you there is. Can you describe yourself, Lokyri, at this point in time?
What? Sorry.
Fine.
I love you.
Fine.
Fucking housemates.
No tickling of your penis.
So, as
Someone's
as,
not getting laid tonight.
So as Aurea turns around, you see a
Oreo.
Oh, fuck.
I
Not
can hear
Oreo.
you!
They can't hear you. It's fine. I hate you so much.
No, you don't. Reasonably back.
Yeah. So yeah, you see a tall, slender, scrawny-looking man. You are not scrawny. Like short, like basically like my kind of hair length at the moment. Black hair. He kind of has like blue kind of
Blue?
yeah, no, like a I'm trying to like a that color blue. No, that's too light. Like a navy blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of think I don't know if you've seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Think kind of Bucky Barnes' kind of clip up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kind of like that. With kind of black like leather trousers, kind of with these blue kind of accents every now and again,
Okay.
and then like these just big black boots.
You, as you turn round, Uria, you see that character looking absolutely spaced out. Lokyri, you need to consider yourself in the condition of stunned.
Hello? Esther? Just going to poke a bit, like,
The eyes are vacant, like just like.
let me see my spells really quick. Do I have it? Do I have it? No, it's not working on stun. Okay. So, I am very sorry for you, George. I'm going to make Uria gently slap you.
To try and bring him round.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Basically.
unarmed strike against AC.
She has advantage if he's.
Done, yeah, with advantage.
Oh boy. 14.
No,
No.
not through that tough hide.
And she's going to slap a bit.
Does she not feel the fur as she hits him?
I don't know.
Ah,
You
it's
tell me.
illusion, isn't it? They would feel something different.
Does it though? I thought they didn't hold up to physical inspection.
So as you slap him, you don't feel fur. You just feel it kind of feels like rock,
Okay.
but like polished rock.
Okay. I'm going to go a bit a bit faster to make it more well,
think-
trying to actually get you out because you seem like you.
I think you've already rolled with advantage, so I don't think you at this point you'd probably assume that whatever this person has imbibed, has enjoyed at the carnival, might be something that is not going to come round with a few slaps.
Oh, then I'm going to do this. I am so sorry, George. I'm going to try to pull him towards the laughter machine and make him touch it.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So, Lokyri, you come to, and you are laughing. You are absolutely creasing yourself laughing, but without a smile. Which is the strangest thing. Like, yeah, no smile will come to your face, but you.
It's really hard to
even
to
emote
laugh without
that
smiling.
kind of.
That's really creepy, actually. Like, that's really creepy.
And you see, standing a short distance away, you see Aurea, which you have encountered before, but they don't recognise you at the moment. Your illusion still holds up while you're stunned, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
Can you make a quick perception check, Lokyri?
I
Don't
can.
you have to make a concentration check for this? I don't remember. There is one that say that you have to make a concentration check.
I don't think he hasn't taken
no.
damage, so.
No.
Not this one.
Perception was that.
Yes, please, Lokyri. Really? Okay. No, not now. Nothing. Okay.
Ooh.
Big fat 0.
You don't know anything. Last thing you remember, you were walking up behind that character. Now you are not doing that.
She's just waiting by his side, like, is he calmed down or something? Snap out of it.
You're on the back. You're prone. You're laughing, but you're looking up. You can't move for 1 minute through being racked with laughter without smiling, which was very horrid to watch. George, thank you for trying to RP
You're
that.
so welcome.
That was pretty dark. The rest of you who aren't Vivian, you've passed in quite quickly after the halfling mentioned to you named Reuben is who you are chasing into there. The rest of you approach and you see an elf with, compared to the rest of the carnival, like, he's not bright. Like, his colours have, like, been drained, pulled out of him. As you walk
Is
towards...
The person that's doing at the ticket booth for the
Yeah,
Horn of Illusion.
they look like an official of the carnival.
A mime. A black and white. Mime.
I'm gonna gesture to them with a wave, since I see,
Odd fucking mimes.
and then hold out my ticket.
Reaches forwards, takes it elaborately, holds it in the hand, closes the hand, opens the hand, it's gone. Pulls it from behind your ear.
Oh, wonderful! Thank you.
Stamps it.
Do you need anything? Is it? Do you get? Yeah. You're here looking after this attraction all day? Are you want a drink? We could go get you. No? Okay, we'll go in then, maybe. Oh, what? One word. Beard.
That's exactly what I thought as well.
I wouldn't say me
Dance, swim,
swimming.
wave,
Long mover.
Snake.
swim.
Want to go for a swim?
They point to Strelok. They point to their heart.
Oh.
No, but swimming hurts.
No, I think he saw Stralok take a ride in the sky and was very
Fly.
entertained and maybe is it? No? Okay. I'm not very good at this, I'm afraid.
Maybe he want to go on the bubble pot.
Oh no. You see
He saw me flying. Me flying or
Swimming.
swimming? Heart, love.
Love, he points at Strelok.
He loves me. I'm just like, what?
Rosalind.
Cramlin, can you make me a
No.
history check?
This is probably really fucking basic, and I just can't get it.
I think he
Can you
means
guys just
Probably
give
got
him
a
something
five.
to write
oh
with?
no.
Sorry, Vivian?
Can you guys just give him something to write with?
That's not but he's a mime, not a writer.
I think that's part of the shtick.
Sorry, Cramlin, what was your role?
5.
Oh, you know nothing.
Cramlin investigates behind the mime. Looks around to see if there's anything else behind them.
You can't just.
It's not a Wizard of Oz thing. It's not behind a curtain
Behind
like
the
somebody pulling the
curtain.
strings.
You find like tucked behind the little stand that he was standing behind, there's a little slip of paper, like tucked in, like wedged in between the plies of the wood as they're put together. It's like someone's just tucked it there, but
Cramlin definitely tries to take that.
you can take it immediately. Would you like to read it?
Yes.
I'm a fucking kleptomaniac.
You open it up. You see that it is. It's a love letter,
Oh.
and it's from this character here. But it's to Palasha, and Palasha you know to be a singer. A singer for the Witchlight. And it looks like a reply, not like an initiation of romance. It kind of reads as though it is like long distance but short distance flirting as you go through it. Behind as the character Candlefoot mimes to the others, you're able to quickly take this in and read read over this letter with. There is some there's a little bit of it's minor smut, but there's a little bit of smut.
Cramlin gently blushes in the only way a blurred cat.
Blurred.
A bird.
Blurred.
You know what? My Aarakocra had to blush the other day, and I had to work out how it would blush. Like I thought, like a slight ruffling of the feathers on the side of the
Yeah,
here, like
slightly goes like a little bit.
yeah, exactly that.
Like in the Ghibli movies, when they sort
Yeah,
of.
they
Oh,
Yeah.
they bristle, don't they? Yeah, they kind of
Yeah.
bristle up a bit. Yeah, yeah. Cramlin, do you keep the note or are you taking the note?
Cramlin puts the note back and pats the mime.
And it's like, it turns around and goes,
Cramlin just blurts very loudly in his face and goes, "Love."
and he points at you when you say love.
Okay. Well, something
And
about
then he
the
goes-
heart.
Love swimming,
Love moves. Love
wave,
message. Love.
Cramlin,
Water.
can you make a intelligence with advantage?
Me? Who?
Cramlin.
Cramlin.
Intelligence with advantage.
Alok's never going to make an intelligence check at advantage.
I got 10 and then 12.
It's not a high check. You know that the swim that they keep saying, it links you round to the you know that the character that the Palsha character is a mermaid.
Love fish woman
And he goes,
in the lake.
and he just acts like he's like enthralled by this person completely.
Would any of us have ever seen Fish Woman in... That's not a common thing, is it? Even in D&D Fantasyland.
No. Do you want to try decipher Cramlin?
I think so. Fish Woman. I'm just imagining a female fish.
Yeah.
I feel like this is D&D Chinese whispers at this point. It's just going from the mime to the mimic, from the mimic.
You really want some fish? We can get you some fish and chips. Oh, that's offensive.
Cramlin goes, "Ah," and makes a bad noise.
Okay, no fish and chips.
Cramlin says, "Gift," and then rummages into his bag and pulls out the sock and then gives the person a lump of coal from the sock. Gift! 2 gifts! And get another lump of coal.
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out 4 lumps of coal that you've already given him on a different day. He goes
Cramlin,
It's good fire starting stuff. Like,
and just shoves it in and says, and then like kind of gestures for each of you for a ticket.
yeah, let's go in. Maybe we'll.
we
find
failed this
Fish
puzzle.
Woman at some point.
We utterly failed this puzzle.
We tried.
It reminds me of the sewer puzzle.
No, you didn't. You
Or the
didn't
clock.
utterly
Failed
fail.
that one.
You've gained some information. Trust me. I'm your DM. Lokyri, it's about this time that you come round from this burst of laughter on the ground, and you're looking up and you see Uria away, slightly away from you. Vivian, sorry, can we do Vivian a second? Vivian, you're looking for that halfling, right? You're chasing through the mirrors as you go in.
Yep.
You run in past and quickly get your stamped by Candlefoot, and you run inside looking for Ruben. Can you please make me a perception check, please?
Oh, all right. Oh shit! 21.
Oh, okay. As you charge in to this space, you start seeing the mirrors reflecting you, and they're great big tall things. But at first, you see you when you were young. Not you now. You see Vivian at about 5 years old. What does Vivian look like at 5?
Oh, okay. So, I'll say when she was 5, there isn't much of a height difference since like Vivian's like 5 feet. So I'll say she's like a foot or two shorter. She'll look pretty like a child, obviously. And I'll say it's around this time where when she has like almost completely black hair except for like a white strip. That's like, as I guess you can see now, or as you would know now, would like just completely just take over.
Yeah. Oh, we got a glitch there for a second. Oh no.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
And
are you still there?
So we lost you for a second, dears.
okay. Oh no! What's the last thing you heard?
We heard you say hair comb, white hair over black hair or
Oh
something.
yeah. So like how it was like mostly just black with a white strip that was taking over.
Yeah.
And I'll say like would be covered like in dirt and
Yeah, so like been running like a kid, like grazed knees, muddy knees and things like that.
not muddy, but like just what you were finding in a tinker shop.
Okay.
Like you know how like when you're working with like gears and like
okay, yeah.
Yeah. Like when you get like that type of dirty.
Yeah, oil and grease and things like that kind of stuff. Also, in the reflection, you see that you're wearing a small backpack, and you see one limb sticking out of the backpack, and it's of the creature you lost. You recognise that limb straight away. But
you've my doll,
your doll
thing?
your doll that you lost. But you don't have time to look at this too much right now. You're chasing after Reuben. This is the first thing on your mind. After some time, you run through and you find Reuben on your first check. So this is a good thing.
Oh, nice. How many checks could I have made? Just like out of curiosity.
No, on the first check, you find them straight away. And you see that this small halfling he's gazing into one of the mirrors, but reflected in the mirror is not him. You see a little girl with
kids, man.
the face covered about to here with a little pig mask on. Little pink pig mask. They wear a white dress with knee-high socks.
That's creepy as fuck.
And you can see them like kind of mock whispering back through the reflection, going whispering to Reuben.
That's even creepier. I'm just go up to the halfling track. Did I get to hear the name?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay. Yeah, like I'm just go up and pull him away because kids, you can't trust them.
Okay, you pull him away and you see that
I'll do it like this. So like I'll pull him away and like with my gun out, and she always has on her.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. And like while pointing at the little child thing.
So you've like pulled the halfling behind you?
Yeah, and then like I just take my gun out and like in the same motion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you do, there's a sort of like a bow and a curtsy from the pig mask girl in the mirror, and like a smoke kind of white fog envelops her, and they vanish from the mirror, and then you're staring at your reflection, but you're looking at you Old.
Old.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay.
And
Do I have
Ruben's
to
like,
describe that too?
sorry?
Do I have to describe that one too?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Oh, alright. Well, originally, I never intended for Vivian to reach old age. I expected them to get killed.
Yeah. So
Mm.
that's even more interesting.
So I'll say, I'll do it like Two-Face, like the villain, where it's like one side is how I envisioned it, where there's like, where their body is like when they're killed, like I'll say, like 10 years older or 5 to 10 years older than what they are now.
Yeah.
I'll say like where it's like just decayed, but like not that much. Kind of like the gentle repose, like right before Rick and Mortis and all this and that. That's how I envision them. And then on the other half, it's gonna be like an old woman where like the hair would reach to like her lower back. Like bleach white hair, or like whiter than they already have it, because you know they old now.
Yeah.
And who is like still kind of fit, you know, like where like they work out, but like they kind of let themselves go a bit.
Yeah, still lithe and sort of got a sort of fluidity to them as you stand there, and the reflection moves as you move. And then you see poking out from behind you as you look into this mirror, like a little walking skeleton. And then this skeleton like looks up at you, like the reflection looks up at you and goes, "That was really weird, that pig girl." And if you look down in the room, as you look down, you see the little halfling looking up at you. But in the reflection, there's just a skeleton of the halfling.
No, that's pretty funny. I look back at the halfling and say, "Yeah, I want to trust kids. They're too unpredictable. Let's go outside for a bit."
She said that if I had any regrets, that I should go with them, because she knew someone who could help. I do have a regret. I feel really stupid.
I'm gonna pat them on the head because you know they're like short. It's like, yeah, I know what you mean. But I really wanna put any trust in a place like this. Especially with what I just saw. Come on, let's go get some fresh air.
Okay.
As I lead them back outside.
Yeah.
Yep.
As you lead them outside, you kind of half bump into the other characters who have come in, who were looking at the reflections of themselves about 5. Like they've just come inside. So, Cramlin, what does Cramlin look like when Cramlin was 5?
Cramlin.
Egg.
Cramlin's not an egg. Cramlin, not egg. Cramlin is a lot smaller and very dumpy looking.
Oh, like really round.
Very round, and
Can I add a little bit? Like there's still some of like the down, so you're not completely black. There's like a little here and there.
Even less of a neck.
Lot less of a neck. It's very like a little tiny little ball. wearing almost as long a coat, so it's all dragging behind them. They've been wearing the same long robe for several years.
He's grown into it.
Yeah.
Actually, what he's done is he's had to extend it gradually. There's patches of fabric as he's got taller.
Yeah.
So, like, when it started showing his feet, he was like, no, need more length.
It's all, yeah.
Do not chase me, I'm full of chocolates.
Yes, he's like... And he's also very curious about his own reflection and keeps going, in the... at the child version of him.
Not seen a mirror before.
I've seen mirrors before, just is fascinated by mirrors.
Well, a mimic in a mirror is like... Yeah, there's got to be some sort of quantum feedback there. So, Roslyn...
Well, hang on a minute. Does young Cramlin not remind Cramlin of other young Cramlins? Because didn't you tell me that Cramlin was a family man?
When did I say Cramlin was a family man?
You definitely told me that Cramlin had a family.
Oh yeah, Cramlin does have a family, or did have a family. But no, it reminds me of his like brothers and sisters who all look exactly the same.
Okay.
Other little round balls.
So Cramlin might be looking at this version of him, thinking it's actually one of his brothers and sisters.
Oh
Yelling,
no!
Do it. That's it.
They look identical. He might not recognise himself.
Why is this brother called Stuart and they called Cramlin Cramlin?
Stuart, Lucas, and Cramlin.
Awful.
Because that makes perfect sense.
Cramlin, Stuart shouts Stuart back at you. Stuart's laughing at you.
Cramlin laughs back and says, Stuart, gifts, and then pushes against the mirror.
It's at that point you realise it's a reflection.
I misheard that terribly. I heard Stuart dicks. Like I was just like, oh damn, sibling rivalry.
So who else we got in there? We've got Roslyn.
Mm-hmm.
What do you look like at 5?
Hang on a minute, let me check something real quick. Do you want to go to Stralok while I check something?
Stralok. What's Stralok at 5?
5. A lot shorter, like Diddy 5-year-old, half orc, but still tall for other races, I suppose. Shorter hair, pockets full of things. Like I imagine him with like braces and like trousers that are too big for him, and it looks like he's just got like he's wearing like clothes that aren't his, but in the pockets full of different things. Like the front pair of pockets, he's got like a bill, and there's some spectacles. There's like little notepads. Like it all looks like hand-me-down items or second-hand items. Like none of it looks brand new or anything like that. It all looks like it was like lost or found or pre-owned.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's got bits all over him.
Yeah, and Nana stands beside you as you look into this mirror, and Nana in the reflection is about the same height, but a lot slimmer. I mean, so slim. I mean, like hasn't eaten in a long time slim. And she has no hair. It is clean shaven halfling staring into a mirror in a loose kind of smock. The feet are bare. The toes are obviously halfling like to go barefoot a lot of the time, but these feet are not. They're not black
So-
with mud and streets. These are black with grime, and she herself is grimed. And you hear her sniff and turn away from the mirror. Rosalind.
Yeah, sorry, I was just checking numbers of ages of things. No, so pretty. You could probably tell that it was Rosalind. It's definitely less colourful hair, less colourful clothes. Very like simple kind of linen style clothes. Maybe a little bit of like embroidery, but not like the kind of level of gaudy kind of fashion that she has now, which is like multiple brightly coloured clashing things.
Yeah.
Big glasses, too big for her face. Yeah, she looks kind of shy and a little bit less confident than maybe she does. A little bit sort of like hunched in on herself rather than sort of like more
The kind of bold, not as bold as you project right now. Like as Rosalind's kind of confidence is quite obvious in her mannerisms and movements and speech. But this is a maybe slightly more retiring version of her.
Yeah, definitely like the kid that would not play with the rest of the kids at nursery or school and would kind of stay off to the side.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you suddenly Vivian comes running through, or walking. Do you have your arm? I imagine Vivian, you have like you're kind of half guiding this halfling, like with your arm, your gun like held so that they can't see it, but ready in the other hand, leading them out through the thing, and you would all notice that Vivian's in kind of oh shit mode. Something weird just happened as the gun's drawn, but they are guiding this halfling out of the space.
Vivian, what happened? What? Hello, Ruben. Are you okay? Are you okay? Is everyone okay?
Vivian? I'll do Ruben's bit in a minute. Oh.
Yeah. If you see a little kid, just shoot it.
Well, this is the carnival. There are a lot of children
I'll be
around
back.
here. What do you mean, shoot? Shoot.
Okay. Okay. Let me rephrase that. If you see a little kid, if you see a creepy kid, shoot it. Yep.
More information. A creepy kid.
She was
Screw
wearing
it.
a pig mask.
Yep.
A pig mask.
A pig
Is that
mask.
normal, Cramlin? Kids with pig masks? Is that?
Fun illusions.
Cramlin, you do know, but you don't want to say.
Oh.
It's like a house of horrors.
All fun. Nothing
In
bad.
costumes, hiding around corners to stay.
What did you say, Cramlin? For everyone else?
All fun. Nothing bad.
Insight check.
You're very
Oh, insight. Is Vivian insight in Cramlin? Okay,
It
so
would make
Yeah.
Cramlin deception. It's going to be contested. So Vivian insight. Cramlin is going to be deception.
Oh, 19.
You see, is that
Nothing bad. Everything bad.
19.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Re-roll then, I guess.
A reroll.
If I meet it, I beat it. Just saying. Oh, me too?
23.
That's too?
Yeah, both of you. It was a draw.
Man, I only got a +1. I'm not gonna beat that.
Got 20.
Oh, it's a natural 1! Oh my god.
Vivian, you are convinced absolutely that all your worries are now sort of assuaded by Cramlins' very convincing. All fun, no bad. You are
Two thumbs up, or
Oh,
two
come on.
wordy thumbs up.
That was original
Erecting in
19.
Vivian's face.
Come on.
Come on, it's a nat one. It needs something. So you are convinced. You're
If
convinced.
Cramlin says it's safe, it must be safe.
And Vivian, you put your gun away, convinced that Cramlin, your guide to the festival, the carnival, is leading you true.
I mean, the guy outside said something about a fish woman, so, you know, pig
Alright,
mask children.
Pete,
Yeah.
Pete, how about this?
You don't get to negotiate, mate.
Nah,
That's
nah,
not how
I
it
rolled
works.
really high. I rolled really high with the +1. Come on.
Yeah, and it was a tie. It was a
At
tie.
least hear me out. At least hear me out.
I'll
Come
listen,
on.
but I'm not listening. I'll listen.
I fully believe that Cramlin thinks it's perfectly fine. That everything is perfectly safe.
Yeah.
That he thinks that everything is okay.
No, because Cramlin is trying to
like
convince. Because Cramlin
but
knows that
I-
it's probably not. So Cramlin is trying to convince you. I'm afraid.
Hamlin has convinced you that it's all good and safe.
Why can you not look at this face? He's so convincing. Look at this
Look,
face.
it's not a face you wouldn't trust. Like, he hasn't led us astray so far.
Nana says, I don't like it in her. I'd like to leave if that's okay.
Yeah, but what you found
I'm gonna believe Nana. I'm gonna believe Nana more than Cramlin due to me having more experience with Nana. So
Stop
yeah.
trying to wiggle your way out of a natural one, mate.
No, I don't like what I'm seeing in here.
Well, how about Nana? You take them back out, and I'll just do a really quick look around just to check it's all safe.
Fun
isn't it?
illusions.
Okay. Yes.
It's all
you go
fun
out
and
with
games.
them as well, maybe.
No, explore more.
Oh God.
Vivian, Nana is kind of looking to you at this point. She says, Vivian,
Sparlock's kind of... Oh, sorry, go on.
Vivian, can you help me with young Reuben here?
What?
Can you help me with young Reuben here? I think
No,
we
I
better.
understood that, but like how? Like
Can you just? I think we should take him outside and maybe see if we can find his sweetheart Wayne.
That's a good idea.
Ween. Yeah. I was gonna take him outside to begin with, just some fresh air.
Yeah, you.
Cause fuck this place. Oof.
Nana accompanies you and says, when you're out of earshot of everyone else, she turns to you and says, "Indeed, Vivian, fuck this place."
No, man, fuck.
And
I
walks
never
out.
came here.
This is possibly the only time you've heard Nana swear. You step outside, and across the little way, you see that there is Uria. You see Uria like looking over the body of a laughing human, but next to the giant snail, like sort of petting in between its eyes, is Ween. Ween looks over. Reuben looks abashed a little bit and like, I don't know. Go on, you stupid boy. It was a spell she was under, you prat. That machine over there makes people laugh. Look at the idiot on the floor over there now, laughing his ass off.
He's not an idiot. I heard you.
And then, sorry, Uri, I didn't know you'd made a new friend. I'm ever so sorry. You'll have to introduce us in a minute. We've got some relationship.
I don't know his name.
We got some matchmaking to do over here. Just 1 second,
Oh,
Vivian.
wait, let me get the tea.
I'm a whisper to Nana and say, if it looks like an idiot, probably it's an idiot. As we take Bruno back to Ween and all that. Yep.
They look at each other a little bit abashed. They're like, and he gets out the little box, and she grabs him, turns him bodily with the shoulder, and says, "Of course, you great big dope." And then she just grabs him bodily and pushes her face into his, and they kiss. And then the people around look round.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation to do like small fireworks in the background and all that.
Oh, and everybody that's around turns, and then he does the whole thing again onto a knee, and she takes it, and he places the ring on her finger. There's a round of applause. From the snail cries slightly.
Do I have control of myself now?
You do just about now, as you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
As I see this, I would like to use prestidigitation
Yeah.
to
All right, then. Well,
give an aura of that the lovely fellow down on bended knee has just shit himself.
Okay.
To give like a waft of that coming from his bottom.
Alright.
It's such a dickhead.
Do I just happen to see this?
And I would like to use a sorcery point
So
to
you
subtle spell.
spell it, of course you do. So no, you would not see it.
Oh my god.
I
was so glad that just let you die, dude. I swear to
She-
God.
that's the whole point in Lokyri. It's just a pain in everyone, a thorn in everyone's
He's
side. I love
just
it.
a dick.
The Ween leans forwards, and Nana and Vivian would just hear you say, Did you see something that scared you in there? Because you do know what you've done in your. And then you would see that Reuben would sniff. Come on, you. Let's get you out of here. Get you cleaned up, hey? And they kind of walk off hand in hand, but the distance is quite considerable between Ween and Reuben. Like, freshly engaged, this is not the distance you should be from each other as you walk along. And they vanish off into the carnival.
After that, Warrior is going to grab, obviously, the guy on the floor, like, did you see it? They get engaged! Look, they're going to get married! And just shake him very vigorously. Obviously very happy and didn't care about the shit things.
And anywhere that you grab, where there is there anywhere flesh showing? Are you short sleeve, Lokyri? Long sleeves, yeah. Just hands. Okay.
And just grabbing by here,
Yeah.
approximately, and like just shaking, very happy. Just being a happy bean.
I can't just like batter.
Eventually, you dislodge Uya.
Firstly, don't touch me.
Oh, sorry.
Don't touch me.
I'm just very happy.
Secondly, I care not for mortal marriages.
You cannot what?
I care not for mortal marriages or mortal
He
affairs.
thinks he's a fucking god. I'm done.
You don't hear this.
Yeah.
No, I know, but it's just me as a person.
Oh, are you some kind of immortal?
Who's your new friend, Uya?
I don't know. Some kind of immortal guy.
Oh, hello,
Leave the
immortal
homeless
guy.
alone.
What brings you to the Witchlight then?
Just, passing through.
Passing through?
Yes.
Would we recognize the voice?
I
Just out of curiosity.
Sorry.
saw it.
Would we recognize the voice?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Oh.
This.
Would you?
Because
It's the same voice, George, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna have to do perceptions then. Everyone that's there. I got a 7. So.
Perception, right?
Can I got an 18.
It's pretty high.
Yeah.
No, dog. Don't. Go and lay down.
Let me
Lay
just.
down.
Come on, dear Mayon. That's a 13 for me.
I think Vivian, you would gain a familiarity from it. You wouldn't know because the disguise is so complete in body.
Yeah.
But there's an inkling, like when you see someone's face and you think, God, I know them from somewhere. It's like that, but with a voice. Like when you hear a song
Yeah.
being sung by a band, and you think, oh, I know who this singer is, and you just you can't.
Yeah. But she'll be like super fucking annoying.
Yeah,
Because it's like kind of a deep hatred. Like I know that fucking voice.
yeah. Just annoyed with
Like,
yourself
I
that you can't put
pinpoint
your finger on
it,
it.
but I know the fucking voice.
Yeah,
And she's
yeah.
gonna keep her hand. She's gonna keep her hand on her gun. Whenever he's around.
Yeah, almost like an instinct thing, like going from it. Okay, Nana didn't get anything. Nana got an amazing 7. As she tries to see this, like, well, are you coming with us? You haven't introduced yourself. Who are you?
Oh, that's my name. It varies based on the crowd. You could just call me
Derek.
Sylvan.
Sylvan.
Sylvan, yes.
Like the language.
Yeah,
why
did you say that?
Yes.
Ah. Well, I've met a few people that speak that. I've had a go myself, but I'm. Do I speak Sylvan? I don't actually know if Nana.
Yes.
I had a feeling that she
As a
might.
druidician,
Yeah, I think
like,
she
you should
does.
automatically know that.
No, I don't.
I don't speak Sylvan. I speak Abyssal.
Oh, do I speak
Celestial.
it? Let
I
me
speak
check.
Common. I speak Infernal, and I speak Dwellwith.
Yeah. Nana does speak Sylvan, so she would go. Well, I'm quite fluent in that actually, but do you speak Sylvan at all?
No. Unfortunately not. My father was a great fan of the language. Yeah, but no.
So it's just an affectation now.
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
That's
Lovely.
not good. My first name wasn't Uri, actually, so that's so short that choice for me. My first one was a very annoying one, so I can tell.
Right then, I'm guessing Stralock, and Rosalind, are you coming out yet?
Stralock's still staring at the mirror
Okay.
with a look of unrecognition.
Okay. Cramlin and Rosalind and Stralock, you're still inside.
Okay. I think I get where you're going with this, Luke. Right? Give me a.
Who that?
Okay.
Can Ria maybe just go inside with trying to get them?
Hold on, these guys are inside for a minute. I want to give them a little moment.
Are you okay, Stralock?
Yeah, yeah, I'm okay. Who that?
Oh, it's a mirror. And if I looked, is it me as a kid?
Yeah, you're in the youth bit at the moment. You've not gone further
Oh.
in.
I think it's
More fun deeper in.
yeah.
More fun.
More fun.
More fun.
Maybe we just have a quick look and see. I don't want to waste the ticket punch. We're here now. I mean, you know, Ruben's gone back out. I'm sure he's
Cramlin-
safe. Maybe we go have a quick look and
Takes Strelok by the hand and starts.
Okay. Okay.
shall we?
You fluffy. Yeah.
And unless Cramlin's like deception check like filtered through everyone in the party,
He was very convincing.
but he was convincing towards Vivian. But I guess the only thing that I just want to do is just keep an eye out, I suppose.
Or a creepy kid in a pig mask.
Not for a creepy kid particularly, just kind of like, this place is kind of sus generally.
Okay. So you make a perception as you move around in the space, please.
A sus carnival. Oh, it's not,
Cramlin gets 17.
it's not very, I didn't get very good. Was it for both of us or just,
Yeah, both of you can.
I got a 6. Rubbish.
Strelok.
Perception.
Yeah, if you're looking or you're just amused by.
I mean, his passive perception is 11.
Okay, you're just.
He's not
Actively.
looking actively.
Um,
He's just being led around and just wandering around and looking, but not like shing.
Cramlin, you notice that as you move round inside this space, normally you don't bother coming here because it's kind of like a bit weird in here. But you notice that as you move further, the mirrors gradually reflect you getting older and older until your current reflection. And as you go deeper and deeper through the mirrors, they reflect you at a older period of life, and then older and older and older, until you kind of get to the end of the hall of mirrors. And then there's an old version of Cramlin, an old version of Rosalind, and an old version of Strelok.
Old.
Yes. Pete, do they go up like year by year, or is it kind of just like general kid, teenager?
Every year.
As you flip between
Lynn has spoken.
as you flip between the mirrors, it seems periodic of sorts.
So like stages of life as opposed to like specific like years.
Yeah, it kind of flickers between the two. Like as you kind of cross from one plane to another, it's and like drifts into this other form that you were in at that time, in a different place, a different time, maybe.
Is there, when I sort of am in the old part at the moment, I want to go back and just kind of have a better look at the teen part just for reasons. When I move, does it?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's you. It's your reflection. It's just you when you were a different age.
Okay. Well, now I know what I'll look like when I'm older. Perhaps we'll even be still travelling together, Strelok, at this age.
Strelok's poking the mirror.
Cramlin, what do you look like now?
Cramlin looks really bent over, like really old, sort of hunched, and thin and bony, and it has an incredibly long cloak.
Oh,
And the feathers are all grey around the beak, and has one eye.
so you have a bag full of all the stolen stuff that he's pinched over the
like
years.
a huge shell over his bag of just all this stuff.
Is it like the things in Labyrinth when they collect all the
Yeah.
stuff?
And so much coal. So
Loads
much
of
coal.
So much coal.
And other bits and pieces dangling off. Maybe, I don't know,
Panda slippers.
slippers?
Panda slippers.
Panda slippers and sporks and...
Now this is not junk.
A book.
Book, lots of books, chains, shiny things, badges, coasters.
Coasters.
That being said, if I'm looking at my reflection, do I notice anything missing?
Oh,
I just rolled quite low on perception,
Let's
so
have
maybe
that.
not.
Let's have that perception check again while you're looking in the mirror.
Oh no.
It's a little bit better than the last one, which is 14.
Yeah, to be fair, Rosalind doesn't know that the book's missing yet.
You see in the reflection of Cramlin, among the stuff, a tatty old book with chains that looks most similar to your book.
I look down at Cramlin, so I see in his reflection a book somewhere on his person.
Yeah, but when you look at him in the reel, you can't understand where the book is. But in the reflection, it's kind of in with a collection of books, like he's got almost like a personalised library shelf. There's one of them that is
Prompt you to look for your own.
very familiar.
Yeah, it would. I think if I can't see it on him, I think I'm going to very, what's the word? Covertly see if my book is on my person.
It isn't.
Wow. The Hall of Illusions has given many
Non-illusions.
interesting insights, wouldn't you say, Cramlin? Your reflection look the same as last time you were here?
Cramlin old.
Yes.
Many things. Shiny things.
Can I see Cramlin? Has Cramlin got so he's in a silly cloak that's like a triangle.
Mm-hmm.
And you said he's got a bag.
He's got a bag on him, yeah.
What kind of bag? Is it
It's like
visible?
it's like a rucksack.
So he's got a rucksack on him.
Yeah.
How well constructed does it look?
It's torn up, but it's also patched up. So it's
What does the
bag
flap
is
look like?
It's
Does the flap look well secured?
Yeah, it's got buckles and things over it, but stuff is poking out of the top.
Okay.
It's full of sticks.
If I made Cramlin eat shit, then would his bag still open?
Are you going to try and trip him?
Yeah. I want Cramlin to fully eat shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me how you're doing this while Cramlin is kind of distracted by the...
I think as we begin to leave, since we've seen all that we can see, I think let's head back out and see how everyone is. And I think
Cramlin is very trusting at this point and is just doing exactly as you say.
I think it's just going to be a straight up. Oh, would you look over there? And a sort of.
Can you give me a sleight of foot check then?
Oh, it's a nat 20.
Oh!
Or a 25.
Oh my!
You eat so much shit.
Cramlin.
His beak gets stuck in the floorboard.
Cramlin, you take 2 bludgeoning damage as you fall really hard into the
I think maybe I grab the bag. Oh no! Don't fall, Cramlin, and grab the bag as he's falling.
Okay. Odds or evens, James?
Evens.
The bag comes away, it comes off your back, but remains intact.
Oh,
Kicks!
Oh, Cramlin! Oh no! Stralock, will you help Cramlin up? And I'm just going to kind of take a couple of steps back, open up the bag, and see if I can see the.
Okay. I literally one hand by the back of the neck and just pull him up onto his feet.
Give trinkets!
Oh yes, we'll head out and I'll give you your bag. Is it in there?
Strelok, you are holding Cramlin above the ground.
In fact, I don't even put him back down. I just hold him aloft by the top of his neck.
little bird feet out the bottom of the cloak, running. And
Not flapping, just legs.
and Rosalind, you open the bag, and it's one of the most recent things that Cramlin has taken. So, by logic, it would dictate it's near the top. I think. On the top, there is what you're looking for.
I take it back out and I will secure the bag. I'm not going to take, from... I mean, it's Cramlin. Come on. You don't take from a Cramlin. You just take back what's yours. It's...
Just give him back the rest.
Yeah. It's, whatever.
And kind of hold him there so you can put the bag back on.
Yes, and I'm going to put my book back on my belt and kind of tighten it, I believe.
Ding.
And yeah, we exit if somebody else wants to.
I'm good with that.
You walk out, Cramlin, without any sort of punishment for his actions, has not been dissuaded from being a thief.
Steal from other people, just don't steal from me again.
Cramlin, you're normally pretty good at this, so you are a little bit kind of, maybe I'm losing my touch on this. As you walk outside, you can see walking into the distance a sort of a bow-legged walking a halfling being held by the hand at a great distance. You see Nana and Uria talking to this human of sorts, and Vivian warily looking at this person as the other two converse with it, and Strelok.
I think I will say I'll help you on with your bag when we're outside and Strelok's put you down, and I will say, these kinds of endeavours work much better if you partner together with somebody that has a similar, if not the same, goals as yourself. Maybe next time we set our sights on something together and help you on with your bag.
And Rosalind's recruited another simpleton.
Oh no.
Items.
More I like items too.
Trinkets.
Cramlin,
No.
you remember what we messaged in the thing? Yeah. Cool. So
Cramlin is not saying anything.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll have to leave it there because we are at 11 o'clock already, everybody. So we'll leave it there where you kind of all meeting up, the party together again, everybody together this time, looking out onto the Witchlight, ready to explore your next step, maybe to go and see your newfound friend in the form of Northwind. Maybe go and take a dragonfly ride in, or maybe finally go to the lost property and see if your stuff's turned up at lost property. The things that you look for. Yeah, thanks for playing, guys. I'm just going to stop the recording.